This is Buenos Aires, a bustling city of over 3 million residents and the capital city of Argentina. I'm Kathy Brown. Argentina is known, of course, as the home of tango, gauchos, and most of all, good beef. But Buenos Aires offers more than that. It is an international city with a French, Italian, and Spanish influence. With a growing economy and relatively low cost of living, Buenos Aires has become a prime destination for many migrants from North America and Europe. It used to be that the United States was the destination of choice for most migrants, but today, many are searching for another America. Hundreds of thousands of extranjeros have left their home countries to come south, not just to Argentina, but to all of Latin America to start new lives. Join us as we go in search of that other America. It's a vibrant city with a large theater district, scores of wonderful shops to buy everything from antiques to high-end fashions, and it's also the home to the booming Argentine film and television industry. It's also an excellent city for entrepreneurs.
It kind of goes back to the crisis of 2001. At that moment, we wanted to have a little bit more control over our own future, our own lives, and we didn't want to rely on some foreign office telling us, well, now you got to go here, or there, which is one of the things that we saw around us happening. There was a lot of flight after 2001.
Frank Almeida came to Buenos Aires several years ago.
At that point, we had jobs, the wife and I, and apart from deciding to do our own project, we also decided to start a family too. One part of being an expat is that when you move to a different place, you start missing some things. And curiously enough, this project that I have here is a result of missing one of those things. In this case, it was chocolate chip cookies, biscotti, that sort of thing. It just didn't exist here. At first, it was a gut feeling. Obviously, I had a lot of work to do. I had to go do a little bit of market research and do some test runs. For that, I remember walking around the neighborhood of Palermo Viejo when it was still up and coming, and you had bars and cafes, and I would take cookies to sell in those places. And basically, at first it was more to get a response, find out from locals what they thought of the product. It took off pretty quickly from there. In the beginning, it was all just centrally located in the capital, but now we can find it all the way from Ushuaia, which is at the bottom, most southern tip of Argentina, all the way up to Salta, which is the northernmost province of Argentina.
When moving to a new country, the best thing that you can do to adapt to your new home is to dive right in and learn the new culture. Your new home is not likely to, nor should be expected to adapt to all of your old ways, so you really need to stay open and learn to adapt to theirs. In Argentina, just like in Uruguay and Paraguay, drinking mate is a very popular social activity. I asked my friend Fernando to give us a quick course on how to prepare mate. What's up with mate, Fernando?
Well, the mate, it's we can say that it's the most popular beverage or drink in Argentina. It's not alcoholic drink, it's just an infusion like tea.
So what do we do with it?
We put some yerba into the other most important thing of mate, that is called mate. We put 3/4 of yerba here, and then what you do is different ways to do it, but I can tell you the best one. There is, you can make a hole here to put the bombilla
What is a bombilla?
Here's
Ah,
the
it's a
bombilla.
straw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you put it down in the hole. You're already done, right? The almost boiling water. You put it into the mate up there. And then this is the first try. So el cebador, as we call here, is the one that prepared the mate.
So you were the cebador?
I'm the cebador, and I'm the one that I'm gonna take the first one because it's not it's the one that has all the dust of the mate.
Dust.
Yeah, the dust. And
how lucky for you.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily an honor to take the first sip. You're doing
no, but
it,
you have to.
you're
Somebody
doing
has
it
to do
help.
it. Somebody has to do it.
So
and
nobody
the
else
cebador,
has to do it.
The cebador has to do it first.
Well, thank you.
I like mate. I share it. I love it because I allow people to have some good conversation and share something. What do you think?
It is sort of like a tea.
It's like a tea, right?
It's very hot.
Yeah. One for you. Enjoy it.
Argentines love the outdoors. On any given weekend, you'll see hundreds of them enjoying the sun in the parks, such as this Palermo Park. Adding to that love of the outdoors, Buenos Aires has a cafe culture reminiscent of Paris. Sidewalk dining is abundant here. Restaurants of every kind imaginable, from small sandwich shops to gourmet restaurants, are everywhere here. And now there's a growing trend in Buenos Aires that is changing the way people dine here. They're called Restaurantes Puerto Cerrado. Guests of these closed-door restaurants are treated to home-cooked dinners at the house of the chef in an intimate family atmosphere. Cristina Sune runs just such a closed-door restaurant out of her home in the Colegiales neighborhood of Buenos Aires, the Sune Cocina, and it's truly a family affair.
People like the idea of going to a secret little, like, speakeasy, per se.
So you change menus every weekend, every night?
Actually, every 2 weeks we change the menu.
Okay.
For example, tonight we have lumpia.
Lumpia. What's lumpia?
Lumpia, they're Filipino spring rolls, and this is something that I grew up eating when I was a kid, and I learned how to do this when I was like 10 years old. Mm-hmm. So it comes very, very natural. Our second appetizer is a Thai beef salad, and it has like mint, cilantro. It's spicy, citric, all those good things that come from very fresh, but still eating meat. Mm-hmm. And then for our entrees, we have a Thai green curry with coconut milk and chicken and eggplant. Mm-hmm. And then for our other entree, we have a tamarind sauce, shrimp sauteed in a tamarind sauce, which is yummy. Garlic, spicy, yeah.
If you had one piece of advice for somebody still living, whether it be in the United States, whether it be in Europe, who was thinking about moving abroad, but still hasn't done it, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? Just go for it, because what do you have to lose?
Well, that about wraps it up for our look at Buenos Aires. In the weeks to come, we're going to explore other locations all throughout Latin America and the expatriates that chose to make these places their new home as we continue our search for the other America.